I feel like this look would suit a name like Poodle Starship or Yorkshire Starship because it makes me think of space, but also, you know how dogs sometimes they have their like little front hair put like this? I don't know what to tell you.
All those moments will be lost in time.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am here with my little troll Starburst. I don't know, I just came up with that name. I might change it later. Today we're gonna talk about some shit. As always, some fucked up shit. But before we get into that, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning, with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish your goals. Skillshare is not only affordable, but it also offers classes that are designed for real life, meaning you can learn without having to completely alter your daily routine. Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of premium membership to help you explore your creativity if you click the link in the description box. And after that, it's only about $10 a month. A class that I've really been enjoying is called Productivity Masterclass, Create a Custom System That Works, and it's by Thomas Frank. If you watch one of my prior videos, I'll link it down below, but I did mention my New Year's resolutions, and one of them was essentially to have a better work/relax balance. And this productivity class particularly focuses on that because it's setting up your calendar, managing your tasks, so on and so forth, but finding a healthy and productive way of doing that. So I found that super useful, super interesting. Anyways, remember to click the link in the description if you're interested in having 2 free months. And thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Mother arrested after 5-year-old found inside running washing machine. Heather Oliver has been charged with neglect after claiming to have discovered her young son had climbed into the washer and somehow turned it on. When asked by police about his mother, the boy described her as not nice. Now, I don't know about you guys, but since I was a kid, I've always had a slight fear of washing machines, which sounds ridiculous. I'm not like actually scared of them. Like if I see one, I'm not gonna jump out of my skin. But I remember seeing a lot of like weird cases where people would climb in or where an animal would be in there and the person didn't realize an animal was in there and then they'd start the washing machine and it would be a tragedy. So I think because I saw so many stories, I immediately think of that rather than washing clothes at this point. An Indiana mother was arrested after her 5-year-old son injured himself after becoming trapped inside a running washing machine. Authorities charged Heather Oliver, 30, of Elwood with neglect of a dependent resulting in serious injury for the August 16th incident. St. Vincent Mercy Hospital staff found the boy had suffered a series of scratches on his arms and bruises on his chest and back, according to a probable cause affidavit obtained by Oxygen.com. Oliver was released on December 20 after posting a $10,000 surety bond. The mother allegedly told Madison County Sheriff's investigators that she woke up on the day in question around 9 a.m. and thought she saw her son in bed. She then made her way to the kitchen and started pouring a glass of milk, she told authorities. That's when Oliver said she remembered thinking it was odd that water was filling up in the family's washing machine, the court document states. As she approached the washer, she said she could hear her son inside. The mother recalled peering through the pane of glass at her son, who had a facial expression like he was in shock, according to the document. Oliver said she then yanked her son out of the machine. Once out, Oliver said she called her husband at work and told him to come home. The father allegedly arrived at the family's South B Street home and heard his wife repeatedly calling, "Back here." He walked into the laundry area and took his son into his arms. The soaked boy was in and out of consciousness and his eyes were rolling back in his head, Oliver claimed, according to the affidavit. Let's stop right here for a second. Once more, we find ourselves with a theme of why the fuck did you not immediately call 911? This isn't one of those gray situations where I can see like, yeah, I understand why maybe they didn't think it was severe enough. Like your child was in a washing machine and he had an expression of shock and he was in and out of consciousness. Like, what do you need to convince you to call 911? I don't understand. I was trying to think about this because I saw 2 sides to it. So in one way, I was like, okay, well, I know that the washing machines that we have at our apartment complex, if you start it and then you open it and then you close it again, it'll continue from where it was. However, if you press start when the door's still open, when you close it, it won't automatically start. So I don't know what kind of washing machine they have, because that makes a big difference on whether I believe the child actually did it himself versus the mother doing it. And then the other thing I was thinking is, it's possible that the child started the washing machine by himself, because you know how kids are, sometimes they just press a bunch of buttons, right? So in all likelihood, any which button would probably start the washing machine in some way. So in that way, I'm like, okay, that's possible. At the same time, I just have this kind of doubt because, well, even if they're a child, why would they do that? You know, maybe they underestimate what would happen. I don't know, it just seems a little bit random, I suppose. But then again, children can be weird, so who knows? I hope it's not the mom, because that would be scary if he went back home with the person who did this to him. The father told investigators the boy then vomited on him. Together, the parents took the boy to the hospital. Well, wow. I'm glad him throwing up woke you up to the fact that your kid who was in a washing machine should be taken to the hospital. Investigators questioned Oliver, and she first claimed to have unplugged the washer after her child had been inside it for approximately 5 minutes, according to the document. The machine apparently only started to fill with water and never started cycling or spinning, according to her statements to investigators. But investigators say Oliver changed her story and was less secure about the 5 minutes her son was stuck in the machine. She also allegedly told them that rather than unplug the machine, she hit the power button to unlock its latch. Pressed about why she called her husband instead of dialing 911, the mother allegedly told investigators that his number was the first one that she saw on her phone. 3 numbers doesn't take that long to put into your phone. The mother also allegedly claimed she was trying to care for her son until her husband returned home, according to the affidavit. The mother also said she cradled her boy and rocked him back and forth following the terrifying situation. In a subsequent interview, investigators asked Oliver if she had intentionally put her son into the washing machine. No, she responded, according to the affidavit. She also allegedly denied disciplining the child in the days or moments leading up to when he was found in the washer. 3 days after the incident, the boy was asked about his mother, and the boy allegedly described his mom as not nice, the affidavit states, without detailing anything about how he found himself inside the washing machine. One thing I have to say is that I'm not saying the mother is innocent by any means, I don't know, but I also don't think we can take a kid saying that the mother is not nice to mean she's guilty, in the sense of, I remember that as a child, I had a very skewed perspective of what was a big deal. I think most children do, you know? When you're young, you throw tantrums over anything because everything is the end of the world, right? So your mother saying no to a candy bar could make you say she's not nice. Then again, it could be his way of letting the police know that maybe something has happened prior, something of abusive or something of inappropriate has happened prior. Unfortunately, since he didn't add anything else, it's hard to tell which one it is, if maybe not something in the middle or something completely different. I'm concerned, but I also don't want to take that statement to mean, oh, she's clearly, you know, a guilty piece of shit. Investigators proceeded to learn more about the washing machine, speaking to the manufacturer and getting a manual to better understand how it functioned. They also brought the parents in for further questioning. In those interviews, the boy's father stressed that prior to the washing machine incident, Oliver was getting around with a cane and that he believed she would never hit their son. What's more, he informed investigators that his wife had become sick and was taking a variety of medications. The father also said his son had been getting into the habit of playing peekaboo, where he would try to hide in his toy box and then jump out to scare people, the affidavit reads. Oliver listed some of the meds she was taking and also allegedly claimed that she had stopped using the washing machine because of various ailments. The mother also claimed her son hadn't shown any interest in the washer, but he had helped her carry some of the laundry in the past. As for bruises on his back and scratches on her son's arms, Oliver claimed she hadn't disciplined the boy at all recently and that he had no scratches or bruises on him the night before. Oliver made her first court appearance on December 19th and was released on bond the next day, according to Indy Star. Honestly, I think this case interests me because I don't really know what to think, because of course I can see the possibility of this 5-year-old getting into the washer by himself and maybe not even intending on filling it, but just jumping out and saying peekaboo. But I also, on the other hand, think that, you know, maybe there's something going on with the mother, because the scratches and bruises, I mean, I can understand certain scratching and bruising, but considering that allegedly anyway, the washing machine hadn't started cycling, what really are you getting scratches and that many scratches and bruises from? Like, I can understand getting scratches maybe from the inside or, you know, but bruises and scratches seems like a lot for a machine that wasn't cycling at all, like it was just filling with water. So I'm not really sure where I fall on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think the mother is guilty, if you think the young boy was just trying to play a prank or just didn't understand what he was doing. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys